Have you ever wondered why Britain decided to part ways with the European Union? The story of Brexit is a complex one, filled with political maneuvering and national identity. The European Union, a political and economic union of 27 member states, once counted Britain among its key players. Britain's decision to exit this union, a move we now call Brexit, has been a significant event in contemporary global history. So, what led to this monumental decision? Let's delve into the timeline of events that led up to this historical decision. The seeds of Brexit were sown long before the 2016 referendum. Indeed, the roots of Brexit can be traced back to 1973, when the United Kingdom first joined the European Economic Community. It was a union that promised economic prosperity and political stability. However, not everyone in the UK was convinced. As the years rolled on, the relationship between the UK and the European Union began to shift. The Maastricht Treaty of 1992, which further consolidated European integration, was met with stiff resistance in Britain. Some felt that the UK was surrendering too much sovereignty to Brussels. This period saw the rise of Euroscepticism, a political doctrine that criticizes the EU and questions the benefits of UK's membership. Over time, this Euroscepticism began to gain traction, fueling debates and creating division. The question of Britain's place in the EU was no longer a whisper, but a roar that demanded attention. The stage was set for a showdown, a referendum that would decide the future of Britain's relationship with the European Union. The year 2016 marked a pivotal moment in Britain's history. The future of the United Kingdom within the European Union was put to a vote, a momentous decision that would forever change the course of the nation. The Brexit referendum, as it came to be known, was the result of long-standing issues, economic considerations, and a desire for sovereignty. Key figures came to the fore, campaigning passionately for their respective sides. On the Leave side, we had the likes of Boris Johnson and Nigel Farage, arguing for independence, control over immigration, and the ability to make decisions free from the constraints of the EU. They promised a Britain that would thrive, unfettered by the regulations and red tape of the European Union. On the Remain side, Prime Minister David Cameron and Chancellor George Osborne warned of the economic uncertainty and potential chaos that could ensue from a vote to leave. They argued for the benefits of free trade, the strength found in unity, and the risks of stepping into the unknown. The nation watched, listened, and debated. And then on June 23, they voted. In one of the highest turnouts in British history, over 33 million people cast their votes. The result? 52% in favor of leaving, 48% wanting to remain. With a narrow margin, the people of Britain had spoken. They wanted to leave the European Union. The Brexit vote sent shockwaves throughout Europe and the world. In the immediate aftermath, uncertainty was the only certainty. Britain had voted to sever its ties with the European Union, a decision that would have profound implications for its future. Prime Minister David Cameron, who had campaigned vigorously for Britain to remain in the EU, accepted the referendum result with a heavy heart. He announced his resignation, stating that the country needed fresh leadership to take it in this new direction. Thus, the leadership baton was passed to Theresa May. Theresa May, a somewhat reluctant supporter of the Remain campaign, found herself tasked with the monumental challenge of overseeing Britain's exit from the EU. She coined the phrase "Brexit means Brexit" and set about initiating negotiations with the European Union. These talks would prove to be complex and fraught with difficulty, testing the mettle of the British government and its negotiators. The negotiations were a high-stakes political chess game, with each side trying to secure the best deal for their constituents. The EU sought to protect its interests, while Britain grappled with defining what Brexit should look like for the country. It was a period of intense debate, negotiation, and at times, political brinkmanship. Brexit was not just a political decision, it was a decision that would fundamentally reshape Britain's future. Brexit, a decision that continues to reverberate across Britain and the world. We've journeyed through the historical context, the contentious 2016 referendum, and the tumultuous aftermath of the decision. The echoes of Brexit are heard in the ongoing debates about sovereignty, immigration, and the economy. It has altered Britain's relationship with the European Union and the world at large. Whether one views Brexit as a victory for sovereignty or a tragic misstep, its impact on Britain and its place in the world is undeniable. Only time will tell the full story of Brexit.